today's practice is going to center around lunges. We're first going to focus on building heat and strength by finding a dynamic lunge, and then towards the end, we are going to find a more passive lunge, stretching it out. So whether or not you are tuning into this in the morning, afternoon, evening, know that you're going to leave feeling nice and open, nice and strong. You don't need any props for today's practice, so let's go ahead and meet in a child's pose. You're going to high-five your hands to the ground. Send your knees out wide. Big toes touch. Open mouth exhale. Sigh it out. Melt your heart to the earth. Taking an inhale through your nose, breathe in to the front of your ribs and the back of your ribs. Breathe out, lift your pelvic floor, draw in at your belly, ribs, and chest. Top of your next inhale, lift your head and torso, stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Scoop your belly to the earth, heart and head forward, finding a cow pose. Keeping your knees wide, big toes touching. And as you exhale, find your counter stretch, cat pose. Tuck your chin towards your throat. Arch your back up. One more full round vinyasa. One breath, one movement. Inhale. Can you find more openness to your heart? Keeping your chin close to your throat. And as you exhale, movement starts at your tail. It travels all the way up your spine to your head. Hold and cat pose. Inhale, stacking your shoulders back to first position. As you exhale, curl onto your toes. Feet are hip-width distance, high plank pose. Eyes are looking in front of your fingertips. Holding the pose, not the breath. As you breathe in, ground down in your index finger and thumbs. As you breathe out, can you send your heels closer to the back wall? One more breath in, feeling your heat rise. As you breathe out, send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Finding an upside down triangle. No, this isn't upside down. This is a triangular shape. Go ahead and bend one knee and the other. Feeling a nice stretch to your legs. Maybe shake your head from side to side. And you'll eventually come to a stillness in your downward dog. A little bend to your knees is welcome. Breathe in through your nose. Sweep your right leg up and back. As you exhale, crunch, knee to chest. Arch your back up to the ceiling, finding a tiger crunch. One more of these. Inhale, right leg up and back. And exhale, crunch, knee to chest. Keep looking forward and step your right foot forward. Find a 90-degree bend to your right leg. Bring your left fingers in one line with your right toes. First lunge, inhale. We sweep our right arm forward and look up into an easy twist. Maybe you start to pivot onto the fingertips of your left hand. Can you bend your top elbow, hand to your head? Exhale, close, look towards the earth, and inhale, open up. One more count, exhale, close, and inhale, open up. Top of your next inhale, sweep your right arm forward, left arm follows, crescent warrior. Dynamic lunge, we want to make sure we can see our right toes underneath our knee. Can you start to lift and lower your right toes? Steady breath in through your nose. Maybe start to ball your hands into fists, drawing circles with your wrists. Steady breath out through your mouth. Inhale, spread your fingers, reach your arms up high, and exhale, hinge forward for lightning bolt pose. Keeping your back flat, spine is long. One more count. Inhale, finding your crescent warrior, and exhale, finding your lightning. Top of your next inhale, arms go straight up, Point your left toes to a diagonal, heel touches down, finding a warrior one. So maybe you start to shift your knee and back of your heel. As you exhale, hands lace in back of you, palms touch, puffing your chest up high, keeping your heart open, hinge at your hips, humble warrior. Land with your right shoulder on your thigh, or maybe your shoulder comes to dip to the inside of your knee. Broaden in the space between your shoulders while you're still puffing your chest towards your shoulders. Maybe rock from left to right for 3, 2, and 1. Open mouth exhale, release the grip of your fingers. Both hands come to the inside of your right foot. Lift your right toes, pivot to the left-hand side of your mat, finding a wide-legged fold. You can angle your toes in at a diagonal. Start off with a nice flat back. Breathing in, top of your head draws further away from you. As you breathe out, draw your shoulders down and away from your ears. Now as you breathe in, lift your left toes. Bend your right knee. We're going to find a side lunge. Skandasana pose. Your feet are doing 2 different things. Again, you start to hover your left hand away from the earth. Point and flex your left toes for 3, 2, and 1. Now, as you inhale, both hands press to the earth, maybe on your fingertips or your palms. Bring yourself back to your wide-legged fold, keeping your back flat. Bend your left knee. Walk your hands to frame your left foot. You're going to pivot to face the back now. Lower onto your right knee. Inhale, arms up high. We are finding more of a passive lunge. So now maybe your knee bends past your toes. Can you feel this nice opening in your chest? Nice stretch to your right hip. As you exhale, bring your left hand to your right wrist. Take a side body stretch and stay engaged in your glutes to protect your low back. Inhale, arms up high, grow tall, and exhale. Top of your next inhale, arms up high. Left hand releases your right wrist. Hands frame your left foot, curling onto your back toes. Step back into high plank pose, top of a push-up. Steady breath in through your nose. Here to 1, 2, and out to 3, 2, 1. So imagine you are imprinting your low back up to the ceiling, keeping your back flat. Slight tuck of your chin towards your throat. Top of your head draws forward. One more inhale right here to 1, 2, and exhale. Send your hips up and back into downward facing dog. You can walk your dog, bending one knee and the other. Sending your hips over your heart. Shake your head from side to side. Top of your next inhale, we start to find stillness in our down dog. Maybe our heels draw closer to the earth. Inhale, sweep your left leg up and back. As you exhale, crunch, knee to chest, arch your back up to the ceiling. One more count, inhale, left leg up and back. And exhale, crunch, knee to chest, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, puffing your shoulder blades higher up to the ceiling. Step your left foot forward. Bring your right fingers in one line with your left toes. Inhale. Sweep your opposite arm forward and up. Bend your top elbow, hand to your head. Close as you exhale. Open as you breathe in. Easy twist. First dynamic lunge on your left side. Can you feel the heat build in your left thigh and glute? The next time you inhale, sweep your left arm forward. TP onto your right fingers if they're not already there. Both arms go up high, finding your dynamic lunge. Your front knee is more or less in a 90-degree shape. Maybe you lift and lower your left toes. Then tapping your left toes down, inhale, spread your fingers, grow tall. Exhale, hinge forward, find your lightning bolt pose. One more count, inhale up high, maybe pause right here. You can wrap your thumbs to the insides of your fingers and exhale. Inhale, back into your crescent warrior. As you exhale, point your right toes to a diagonal. Lace your fingers in back of you. Wrapping in your warrior one, puff your chest up high. Maybe you start to send your left knee further away from your toes. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. You could start off by resting your left shoulder on your thigh. Finding a gentle shake of your head from side to side. Feel your neck grow longer. And as you're breathing into your humble warrior, keep on broadening in between your shoulders, puffing your chest towards your shoulders. So think back to your cat pose. Maybe you even bring your left shoulder to the inside of your knee. You can sway from side to side. Steady breath in through your nose, here to 1, 2, open mouth, exhale, release. Sealing your lips, unlace your fingers, hands to the insides of your feet. Lift your left toes. Go ahead and pivot to the back. So towards the same side that we took for our first wide-legged fold. Inhale, maybe rock the weight onto your toes. And exhale, press your heels down. Hanging right here, you can angle your toes in. Can you ground down in the pinky edges of your feet? One more inhale. Can you start to lift your right toes? Bend your left knee. We come full circle in our side lunge, our Skandasana. Holding right here, maybe even play around with balance again by lifting your right arm away from the earth. Steady breath in through your nose, grow tall. Maybe take an open mouth exhale. Plug your shoulders down and away from your ears. Top of your next inhale. Let's go ahead and bend our right knee. Lift your right toes and pivot into a low lunge. Left knee touches down this time. Inhale, sweep your arms straight up. Growing tall, feel that line of energy from your shoulders. Travel all the way up to your fingertips, opening up in your ribs and chest. Now as you exhale, right hand reaches for your left wrist, side body stretch. One more count to inhale up high, grow tall, and exhale. Top of your next inhale, arms up high. Hands shoulder width distance. As you exhale, hands frame your right foot. Curl onto your back toes, lifting your knee. Step both your feet back, high plank pose. Breathing in through your nose. Feel the nice symmetry in your hands and feet. And breathe out. Send your hips up and back to downward dog again. Steady breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Seal your lips, bend your knees, look forward. Hop or step your feet just in back of your hands. Go ahead and take a seat. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Rub your hands together, creating that good heat and energy. Now separate your hands just by 1 inch. Bring your palms back together to touch. Bow your chin to your chest, sealing your practice. The light, the love in me, sees and honors the light, the love in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me for your yoga practice. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to drop a comment below. I'll see you all in the next video.